cloying fog of incense hung beneath the frescoed dome of the Paladin's arming chamber. Monks crowded the galleries, chanting prayers while they monitored the screeds of data being spit out by gilded autoscribes. On the floor, technicians, clad in sanctified bodysuits impenetrable to sin, hustled about their machines, lighting candles, refilling tanks of alchemical reagents, tweaking knobs and faders. When the huge doors to the Paladin's adjoining cell opened, silence fell, and everyone in the arming chamber sank to their knees in reverent adoration. Many wept. The unmistakable ethereal scent of angels overpowered the odors of frankincense and ozone. The Paladin entered, head bowed, hands folded in prayer. The gigantic man was naked, and all in attendance averted their eyes from the radiance of holiness reflecting from his scarred skin. The faceplates of the technicians darkened as the glass polarized. They rose to their feet and set about their tasks. The Paladin took up position in the center of the room and knelt on the mosaic of the militant Christ the Lion. First, the technicians bathed him in holy water and anointed him in conductive oils. They swabbed out his input jacks with squares of virginal cotton and tested their throughput with crucifixes. Once all were satisfied, they logged their readings and called for the Paladin's armor to be brought in. Doors opened, and blinded, gelded serfs, themselves clad in insulated suits, wheeled out carts upon which the various pieces of the Paladin's armor were arrayed. The plates had been cleansed, fumigated, and sanctified multiple times. But not even the sturdiest alloys and plastics could long resist the corrosive energies of the pit. The ornate armor was terribly rusted, and some pieces were slated to be reforged, but until the Holy City was liberated, there was no way to acquire any more of the Golgothic tektites used in the machining process. Ultimately, though, the armor was just a second line of defense. The Paladin's own Christ-derived body and unshakable faith were what truly protected him on his one-man crusades into perdition. While the technicians were connecting the plates of armor to the Paladin's neurologics and mounting them on his implanted undercarriage, a tall screen was wheeled over to the warrior, and the three-dimensional projection of a cardinal general, dressed in the red and black chasuble of a high exorcist, flickered to life. He spoke. "In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the Council of Saints, in conjunction with the Synod of Strategic Prophecy, has charged you to descend unto the third circle this day, to seek out and destroy the demon major Charanzan, Lord Mechanic of the Goetic Forge under Archduke Paimon." "It shall be done," the Paladin replied in a soft, almost boyish voice. The Cardinal General's icon vanished. Once the Paladin's armor was sealed and pressurized, its systems tested and cleared for operation, the attending technicians once again knelt for a final prayer. The Paladin took up his shield and sword while everyone else filed out of the chamber. Once all were gone, the black door in the far wall painfully cranked open. A puff of infernal energies leaked into the room like a shimmer of heat, making the Paladin's armor sizzle faintly. Slowly, with all the ponderous weight of a tank grinding into motion, the Paladin crossed the floor and entered the airlock. The black door ground shut behind him and sealed. Vents in the walls screamed and bled as infernal atmosphere replaced material air. His armor steamed. Finally, the opposite door yawned open, and the Paladin began his descent into the raving blackness of hell.